As a fresher, we tend to think that if we are not good in coding, so the other opportunity could be a DevOps engineer. Is that true? Let's find out. First thing, let's understand why do companies actually need a DevOps engineer? Why DevOps? This is a question that should come first in your mind. So let's understand. Companies need DevOps engineers so that they can streamline the entire project basically from development to production. So the very basic thing that as a fresher you should understand is the overall life cycle, which is called as the software development life cycle. Software development life cycle, you need to understand the very basic. So it will give you an overall view that what happens after planning, what happens after development, how things work out. So that is the basic thing that you need to understand. The other thing, you need to have a basic knowledge on Java, Python, or any programming language. Because if you don't know the very first phase of SDLC, which is like very initial stages, that is development, you won't, if you don't understand the basic what programming is written, what programming we are using, what languages we are using, so you won't be able to give any inputs on the further stages of your software development, which is the main component of DevOps. So you need to have knowledge on either of the language. It could be Java, Python, JavaScript. Okay. The other thing, once you have all this knowledge, you have knowledge of SDLC, you have knowledge of Java, get into making some projects. Projects is important. It will give you confidence. It will boost your confidence. It will give you a overall knowledge on how things work. Okay. Make a GitHub profile, projects बनाओ जितना हो सकता है. Try to use GitHub command line and not the console. Use basic commands like git init, git add, what does मतलब commit, push, pull, ये सारी चीज़ें do it from the VS Code itself. Don't go for console से जाओ, you drag and drop, वो सारी चीज़ें मत करो. Go for command line, because the more hands on you are, the better you will be as a DevOps engineer. इसके बाद if you look into it, we go to a little bit advanced. I think these things actually are very basic, but people don't tell. Okay, I mean, online resources में, even when I was there, got to know much about this, because कहीं ना कहीं they are more into the very superficial level. That is, अरे Terraform कर लो, cloud कर लो, everything like that. But these are the very basic things that you need to first understand. ये अगर strong होगा ना, तो बाकी सारे तो सिर्फ technologies है. It will be, मतलब you will be able to manage that. तो फिर the next thing is Linux command line. You need to know basic commands. What does just working on a Linux system, because majority of the companies use Linux system. हमारे I think majority of the colleges teach Linux. I mean, they work on Linux systems, which is good. So you need to understand the basic commands: ls, cd, cat, grep, chmod क्या करता है, and there are many more commands. So you just deep dive into it and try to learn Linux hands on.